Hello, fans of Beer League. Let me type in the chat here real quick. Oh, that's the wrong stream. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, I'm finally getting invited to a lobby, so we'll see if we can get going here. Hello, Eric. I see you. What's up with your mic? Does it sound bad? Here, hold on. Should sound better, assuming it sounded wrong in the first place. I know you like to troll me, but it should be fine now. All right, cool. Okay. Got the draft here. Let's go ahead and open it up. Okay. Let me find my thing here. He was not trolling sounded awful. Okay. No, I believe it. Sometimes I have a wireless headset, and sometimes it just doesn't want to be nice, so I have to just turn it off and on again to fix it. So if it's good now, good. All right. It is. There we go. Let me go ahead and mute this client here real quick before Eric starts messaging me. There we go. Not the admin account picking a side. SMH. Yeah. I think we're just waiting on one last player and then we'll get going. At Caster, who's the lineup for these teams? I guess we could go over that while we're waiting. Okay. On Team DoT, we have Wandering Monarch in the top lane, Yanami in the jungle, Chaos in the mid lane, Nectarish at AD carry, and DoT Kingbeard at support. And then on the other side for Team No English, they actually speak English. I don't know why they're called that. We got Pathfinder in the jungle, or Pathfinder in top lane, Kerrigan in the jungle, Wash, Rinse, Repeat as the mid laner, Kemsky as the AD carry, and Tiger Spike as the support. So there you go. Which team was Pathfinder on? He's on Team No English. So he is the captain for Team No English. All right, Team NA last season, if that's what you're asking. All right, let's go, DoT. Do you not like Pathfinder? You have some grievances with Mr. Pathfinder, Fusro? Unrelated. Sure. Sure. All right, and here we go. I'm not super familiar with either one of these teams. And of course, one ban in, we already have the ban not showing on the website. So I know some teams have been using Drafter LOL instead of Draft LOL. That might be a good idea to see if we can get people to switch to that, because that actually works. This one, not so much. So I have no idea who that first ban is. We could probably figure it out by looking through the champ list, but it's Zoe. There you go. It's going to be Benson Zoe, so. Okay. Let me look at my. Sorry, I got people yapping at me here. Yeah, I see that that Team No English is still not in the Beer League Discord. So let me talk to them real quick. Okay, a little bit of confusion here. It looks like it's going to be Jinx here, first pick for DOT. No surprise there. Classic beer league pick. Beer league first pick at that. I think Jinx is really meta right now too. So and I mean, if you're gonna pick the Jinx, Kai'Sa, and Nocturne are good picks to do it. They could both assassinate her. So good start. Nocturne, another common beer league pick. We'll see if they pick the Orianna with it. I know that few beer league teams have tried to do that. I raised Nectar Reach from when he was a little boy. Milio and Amumu, DOT going for all of the beer league staple champs so far. Makes sense. They're staples for a reason. Interesting. There'd be an Olaf blind pick for no English. I guess Olaf doesn't really have much in the way of counters in top lane, does he? He can beat the melee champs in melee and run down the range champs, so I guess he is probably a safe blind pick. Fair enough. They opt to use their last pick for probably mid instead to give it to rinse, wash, repeat, I would guess. A little unusual to not see top lane last pick on red side, but here we are. We still need both solo winners here for DOT, so expect to see some bans. Yanami is the greatest value player in the entire league. Sup, Tyler? I see you. Oh. Yeah, so because it cleanse Nocturnal Blind, surely not. No, but it is not CC in that regard. So yeah, so the two missing bans in round 2 are Katarina and Singed. We need to stop using this website. 3 out of 10 bans not loading in is a problem. Google AI says yes, but isn't it correct? Yeah, Google AI is interesting. It is. Oh, okay. Katarina decided to show up here after all. Interesting. I've never seen it do that before. Now, spell shields will block Nocturne Fear or Nocturne Darkness, like if you have, and Twisted Fate ult reveal. So if you have if you're like a Malzahar or something, or you have a Banshees or a Edge of Night, it'll pop those. But I think maybe Spell Shield as well. If you have Morgana Spell Shield, I actually don't know that. It's kind of weird I don't know that, considering I'm a Morgana main, but it's kind of hard to Black Shield preemptively to those things. My guess is that it wouldn't, though, because Black Shield blocks CCs, it doesn't block all spell effects. Just CC. We're going to see the classic Scion here for Wandering Monarch in the top lane. I'm hoping to God he doesn't go AD again, but I have a feeling. Caster, are you in the lobby? Yes, I am. I am in the lobby. I'm not in a caster booth or whatever, but I am in the lobby with the team. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I told them. I told them to get in once the draft is over. So I did tell them. So they should be moving now, I would imagine. Hopefully. Should do it during draft. No, I agree, but we'd already started draft when we realized that they weren't there. And draft is on a timer, so I figured for now we can let it go, but they need to be in there from now on. I told them for future notice. Yeah, that'll work too. Just as long as they know. Yep, this is the beer league. We tend to have trouble with people following the rules. No rules of cracking open a cold one. There you go. They're taking their sweet time moving. Come on, Team New England, let's go. Hmm. Don't do that. There they go. Well, 3 of them anyway. Who's this player? I can't. It says K something. Is it just K? Oh, whatever. We are definitely not starting on time today. That is for sure. Wasn't draft supposed to be half an hour ago? It sure was. It sure was, Tyler. It sure was. You forgot your caps lock indeed. Eric would be ashamed. All right, there's 4. Where is player number 5? There they are. All right, so K must be wash, rinse, repeat then. Got it. All right, now they go for real. All right. While we're waiting for that, let's take a look at the draft here. Who do I like? Well, DOT is very much a beer league team comp in every which way. A lot of the beer league standard picks, lots of tanks and CC. I don't know how tanky the Scion will be, given it's Wandering Monarch, and I know he loves his AD Scion. But I feel like going AD Scion against Olaf is a one-way ticket to the grave, so hopefully he doesn't do that this game. As far as No English goes, Kaisa Blitzcrank bot lane, I feel like that has potential, but it's going to rely on the Blitz to actually get hooks off, obviously. I feel like Olaf should be a pretty easy lane against Scion, I would think, regardless of what Scion builds, especially if he builds 8 damage. Mel versus Silas? I feel like Mel's probably a good matchup into Silas, right? What does stealing Mel's ult even do if you're Silas? Because don't you need Mel passive to use ult? I guess there are a few ults like that. I'm wondering how exactly that works. Maybe if you, like, steal it, you start applying... I don't know. I guess we'll probably find out. Just like Lilia? Okay, I don't know how Lilia's works is what you steal it, you mark them with an ability, and then you press R to hit them. I'm assuming. That's probably still pretty good with Lilia since it's asleep, but with Mel probably not so much because you're not going to get to stack up the ult a bunch like Mel does. Nocturne doesn't have a lot of great targets to dive on. Basically, just the bot lane. It's not even then they're not the greatest targets. I think it will ultimately come down to how well this Olaf does. I think if Olaf does really well, I think DOT is just going to get run over by said Olaf and Nocturne. But if they can burst the Olaf and then move on to the rest of the team, I like DOT's team comp a lot. So that is my unprofessional take on the team comps. Yeah, I think looking at DOT, if this Olaf gets fed, I don't think they really have the tools to deal with him because they're relying a lot on hard CC, which is obviously a problem if you're trying to kill Olaf. None of these champs are good versus Olaf, yeah. So that is indeed accurate. All right, now we're just waiting for Spectre delay, and then we'll get going. Any of my fellow casters here in the chat, do you have any suggestions for music tracks for the streams now that the ones I was using have been started getting copyright claimed. I don't know, Tyler. I don't know if you use any on the streams you've been doing. I don't remember, but it does feel a little just kind of quiet and slow without it. Just pull up the Creator Safe playlist on Riot. Yes, that's what I was using before, but yeah, apparently one of the companies that like worked with them on Arcane or something has started just like automatically copyright claiming all of Riot's music. And it happens like instantly. So I've been using it on my stream, and like literally like the like less than 30 seconds after my stream is over, it'll mute those parts with the creators supposedly creator safe music. And I appeal it every time, and it gets removed within like 5 minutes every time, but it's still annoying that I have to do that at all. If only the news site had music links to use. Look, buddy, we've already established that I don't read. Plus, if it's that music where it's like the 300 music, what is your profession? Blah blah blah. Like that's barely even music. I don't want to use that. There is that plus more. All right, I'll take a look into it after game 1 maybe. Nah. Plus more indeed. I'll just go ahead and switch to that now because the new spectator delay is weird now. They did something with it recently that changed it, and now it acts very strange. But we'll just chill. Just like 2 more. Indeed. All right, here we go. I think that No English has a very strong level 1 here, so I definitely expect them to invade, and it looks like they're already planning to. Except for Pathfinder, which is weird. I feel like he would be one of the best people to have show up. So, for that Olaf Axe is level 1. And DoT clearly expecting the invade, because here they are all moving as a unit. So, both teams very clearly thinking about this Blitzcrank.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
I almost feel like the Blitzcrank invade is too obvious. Oh, they're doing like a flankerino play. They're smart. Are they gonna do a blind hook? Oh, they're gonna hold that and Scion here. And he's gonna go down already, but that's actually not the best because he's gonna get the turn with his dead body. That'll end up being a 1-for-1, I think. Very interesting that we have Flash Ghost on the Kaisa. I haven't seen an ADC take Flash Ghost in a long time now. So interesting choice. Plus the what is it called? Glacial Augment for Blitzcrank. Usually they all go the Summoner Spellbook one, but I think they just nerfed that, didn't they? I don't know. But either way, 1-for-1 at level 1. You're probably okay with that if you're Team DoT. But yeah, it looks like he is indeed going the AD Scion, so I wish him the best of luck. He's gonna need it. Both junglers starting topside here. Very interesting that Amumu's starting wolves? I feel. Do you get level 3 if you start wolves? Spellbook's still real good on Chip's Door on a certain keystone. Well, I mean, that was true before, right? So, I don't know how much they nerfed it. I never really paid attention, but I can believe it. That shit's annoying. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Tiger Spike didn't go for it. Meanwhile, Pathfinder does indeed get the solo kill up in the top lane. Oh, you don't want to do that, buddy. You just push the. I get what like use your death to get minions, but you kind of Pathfinder kind of let you off the hook here because he started shoving the lane afterwards. You actually pushed the lane into him. Ooh, and meanwhile we're gonna get the early hook on Nectar Reach. Holding his thumbs, got Nerves of Steel here so far. Wow, he decides not to flash or barrier. Decides I'm just gonna save that for next time. Uh-oh. Got a little bit of a freeze here. Hopefully that unfreezes. Meh. We didn't have a pause this game yet, so no. Director Gamer really wants to look at her recalling while frozen, so we'll give it another minute maybe, and then probably have to reload. I didn't pause it, did I? No, I didn't pause it. Okay. Alright, well, we'll try to reload, I guess. Because it does not seem to be unfreezing, so unfortunate. It wouldn't be a beer league stream without technical issues, am I right? Unfortunately, we ended up missing. I can't go back any further, can I? Nope. Unfortunately, we ended up missing a couple bit of action. Not be crazy good stuff. 5 minutes. Okay, so it's not like an early game cheese room like it was before. Oh, I feel like we just saw this, but nope, they ended up getting another hook. Looks like in the time we missed, they got another kill top. Silas got a couple kills. A kill and another one just now. Nocturne got a couple kills. Oh, a lot happened in those 2 minutes while we were gone. Another solo kill in the top lane here for Olaf. Yep. Yeah, 1.5K gold lead here for No English already. Ooh, great cat flash engaged by the Blitzcrank. Now it's going to be followed up by the Nocturne. Are we going to be able to get Jinx here? Yes, they will. Good summoner use by her to try to drag it out, but Last does not survive. And yeah, this game's already kind of looking like a disaster here for Team DoT. Amazingly, of that 3K, almost 3K gold lead, only about 800 of it is in the top lane. So a lot of it's just kind of spread around all over the map, except for mid. DoT just hustling them. Sure. Okay, so Wandering Monarch is switching over to the tank side by the looks of things. He does have his Bomby Cinder now. Normally I rag on Sunfire Gate, but in this case, it is an improvement. On Wandering Monarch's case, I'm not sure how you play this matchup regardless of what build you're going. Like, Olaf just counters everything that Scion does. I think he's going to Sunfire plus full ID. I mean, he might. Meanwhile, he's good for a bit of a pick out here on the Nocturne. He's going to go ahead and turn and wait, kind of stall for his team. He's going to end up going down. I think he's going to get excited and they're going to turn on the enemy bot lane. Unfortunately, the only item she really has is Berserker Roost. She shouldn't actually do that much damage, but it might be enough. And that'll be a big shutdown onto the Sylas. Okay, so finally DoT gets a break. Yes, Wandering Monarch is a build maverick, if you will. He doesn't play by the rules. Now DoT going to use their team fight win down, or skirmish down in the bot lane to go ahead and grab First Dragon. So yeah, they're still behind, but they've closed the gap a bit. Only down about 2k now. Nocturne, realizing what's happening, is going to go try to solo Grubs. Pretty fast solo, but not the fastest. I think they're going to stumble on him before he finishes. Indeed they will, but I don't know if Yanami can stop him on her own. So she's going to try. She's going to go in, and Nocturne's going to end up securing all 3 Grubs and get turned on by the Nocturne, and now going to have to run. And that's going to be a kill for the Nocturne. And in the bot lane, Nectarish getting dove while his support is away. And that's going to be another kill for the Kaisa, who already has Kraken. I just realized his act zone on the ground says Groggy Ice on it. I've never noticed that. I know he says it, but I didn't realize it had like writing on it. That's kind of neat. I think if you're against a good Olaf, you won't see it because they won't leave their axe on the ground like that. They'll just keep picking it up. Tiger's Spike going to go ahead for the flash pull on the Milio. He should, nope, he's going to blow his flash, but it's too late. He's going to end up going down. That is a good example of why flashing first is a I'm trying to think of the word. I can't think of fucking English. It's why flashing first gives you an advantage. Because it forces the other team, forces the opponent to react to your flash, and if they don't react, you win, even if they have flash. So, well played by Tiger Spike. Ooh. Speaking of an early flash, there it is from Pathfinder. He sees the all-in attempt coming. He's going to rip it, and he's going to go for Wandering Monarch, but not quite able to finish him off thanks to the help from the Sylas. Going to go ahead and get a shutdown there. And, man, full item completed already for everyone on on Team No English at 12 minutes. That is the sign of a big lead. Whew, except for the Blitzcrank, but you know, supports aren't real people. No English going to go ahead and swap their mid and bot now that the bot tower has fallen. That is feats strength over for them as well, with first tower along with the feat of warfare. The DoT of Chaos is the one fed person on his team, and he's kind of just getting shut down here. Although, ooh, nice game by the Amumu. Very unfortunate that Silas was CC'd at the time, or they could have probably just wiped them both. But alas, not quite able to sync up their combo, their abilities together, and then Knocker's going to come in. Ooh, ooh. Oh wait, hold it. Okay, I've seen a lot of Amumu in my day. From, obviously, all the games Fushos played it with us. There is no way that this bandage hits. There ain't, oh, okay, it hits the, okay, it hits the void, it hits the void grub. Okay. Like, there's no way that hits Kaisa. The hitbox is not that big. Now, nice roam down here from Pathfinder. Going to be able to clean up both bot laners here. And then not quite able to get the Scion as well, but is able to kind of put a stop to this play. Yena putting her life on the line. True. That's what sometimes that's what you got to do as the tank. You just got to go in there and hope for the best. You know, put about a 5k gold lead for No English here. Kind of surprising. It's such a big gold lead when it's only a 7 kill difference, but I guess a lot of it's in the farm as well and the tower plates. You know, they got all 5 plates bot, obviously. Got maybe 1 mid. Surprisingly, none top. Of all the places not getting it, was the one. I guess because Scion respawns too fast, he keeps clearing the waves, you can't get plates. But No English gonna go. Oh, yes. No English gonna go ahead and grab second dragon here. What is this camera control? It is a combination of directed camera when I'm lazy and doing what I want when I'm not lazy. Yes, Mr. H, he says, I know you love the panning thing like this. Woo! Look at the panning! Woo! I forget to do it. Okay. I'm not used to doing it, but I know how to do it, I just forget. I will try to remember for the next team fight. But I promise nothing. Directed free cam when he wants people to not watch the stream. Look, okay. Y'all don't pay me, so I get to have my diatribes and not see plays once in a while, okay? That's just the deal. Ooh. We're gonna pan it over to the Rift Herald. Ooh. And yeah, Kaisa already at 2 full items before Jinx even has 1. That is rough. No English going to go ahead and move on to the Rift Herald here. Go ahead and grab it. Ooh. Mr. H, do you play with lock camera when you play League? Just out of curiosity. before Mumu gonna go ahead and get ambushed here on his red buff. No drugs for him to keep to, so he's gonna go down. Tough. And no English far enough ahead, they can kind of just invade at will. And with the Kai'Sa and the Nocturne, they have great collapse on any play in progress. Fed Olaf is rough, yeah it is. Ironically, he's actually one of the less fed people in this game at the moment. It's the mid or it's the jungle that he carry for No English that are really fed. I don't know much about No English, but I like StarCraft, so I like their jungler. Oh yeah, because Kerrigan, right? That's the like the Zergling lady, right? You gotta root for your boy. Rihi, which one is your boy? Oh wait, it's Wandering Monarch, right? Yeah. Honestly, he's doing better than I expected. Got fed a little bit early on, but he pivoted to tank and he's been fine since then. Meanwhile, bit of a counter Nocturne gang. Nice flash by Blitzcrank, and now the real Nocturne's gonna show up. The real Nocturne has stood up. Unfortunately, he was told to sit right back the fuck down. As the rest of DoT comes in, it manages to burst him, but now the Olaf is here, and they don't really have a good way to kill him quickly here, so he's just, oh, his ulti does pop up, it does quit, maybe they have a chance to stop him here. Ooh, and they're just kind of kiting him out. Yeah, Olaf's kind of a shitty champion when you don't have, yeah. I mean, their comp is good against Olaf if his ult isn't up. So, there you go. You just have to kite out the ulti. Well played to Team DoT on that one. Managed to get multiple big shutdowns. Well, relatively big shutdowns, I suppose. No fucking cussing indeed, Zoar. Thank you for reminding me. I will try to refrain from offending our delicate ears in the future. Here breaks up another team by Olaf in the front, and Nocturne able to go ahead on the Silas, which is an interesting choice. I know he's the fed one, but I feel like you kind of want to go for someone that's go for a squishy backliner you can more easily kill. Now the fight's got to break it out and earn. Unfortunately, the Jinx excited has run out for the moment. If she could get it again, she might be able to win the fight, but no, just too far behind to pop off. And that's going to be a quadra kill over for Wash, Rinse, Repeat on the Mel. But yes, DoT does wonders for the local community, offering this support spot to someone from the local nursing home. That's tough, dude. That is tough. Yeah, that'll be third dragon over to No English. About a 7k gold lead for them now. Yeah, Jinx still not at 2 items yet. So it is going to be a while before she's fully online and ready to team fight. The Silas is big, but he's not so big that he can hold this game together by himself, I think. Cyan's actually fairly big too. He's actually got more gold items in his pocket than Olaf does at the moment. Now, it helps that 4 mil is a really cheap item, but still. You're worried what will happen if you take your Tylenol? Oh, isn't that like something like that in the news or something? I heard something about that, but I don't know the details. Tylenol 100% gives you autism? Oh man, that's tough. That is tough. Then Yanami kind of just getting mercilessly bullied this game in her jungle. She's trying her best, but yeah, a lot of people just constantly invading. Now the Collapse is coming in on the Nocturne and the Olaf, but they're both so strong that I think they'll just come out ahead even while outnumbered. The CEO of Brainworm said so. They drink so much water. Yeah, I feel that. I'm constantly guzzling down water. I get very cranky and have really bad headaches if I get dehydrated, so I'm always just guzzling down water. I feel that. Scion, honestly, kind of a menace, even kind of with this rough start. That's just Scion things for you. Yeah. This Scion looks rough. Yeah, I mean, you know, honestly, he's still one of the stronger people on his team at the moment, but it is tough for now. Miso Heartstuck is a great name, by the way. Oh, who Wanderer not lost, but this Monarch lost as fuck. It's tough. And yeah, No English has basically just been living in the enemy jungle from about 5 minutes in. And it's really hard to pry them out of it once they're really entrenched in there with all their wards and stuff. You know, ironically, even Sion's only down about 1,000 gold to the Olaf. It's the jungle and jungle and bot lane that are down way more apiece. So you can't be a split push monster on the side. You cut points and fives. I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, I think Sion, like, if you play him well and you farm well, he gets to the point where he just gets so obnoxiously tanky that you could just frontline forever and just tank every skill shot. So, yeah, I don't agree with that. I think it's a little bit harder to make ult plays in fives, and yeah, I agree. There's probably better options if you want to be the massive frontline tank. I don't like Maokai or something, but I think Sion's health just gets to, combined with his shield spam, just gets to really high levels. So I know that as a mid lane player, whenever I dread ever seeing a mid lane Sion against me, because I know past like the 7 or 8 minute mark, I can't threaten them anymore. If he was able to play the game, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think he would have been fine if he had just been playing tank from the beginning, but, you know, he has phase rush, he started longsword refillable, I think he wanted to go AD, and then was forced to go tank afterwards, because his, it didn't go so good. So, you know, like, if you look at his runes, he has, like, you know, Axiom Arc and Axiom Arcanist and Scorch and stuff. Like, he's got, like, the snowball-y damage runes. If you're telling me Olaf's better than Olaf Tom Clock, yeah, that part is probably true, yeah. Tanks in general against Olaf is a tough business. I'm not sure what tank you would pick against Olaf if you had to pick one. Ooh, nice juke by Nectarish, not backing down from the blitz hook there, just stepping aside. Meanwhile, Pathfinder's going to go ahead and cause some chaos in the bot lane and draw the entirety of DoT down here. And meanwhile, his team's just going to go ahead and grab a free Baron. So, it's tough. Honestly, I'm not sure that DoT could have contested even if they were there, but no, they don't even have a chance. He's going off tank anyway. He's gonna go the Overlord's Bloodmail. So up to 235 AD with that one AD item. Oh, I didn't mean to follow him. Whoops. 3 minutes before they have to fight BRB, indeed. 3 minutes before Dragon Soul. Gets the Bell Flag. I do think Olaf or Sion's at the level of tanky now, where Olaf can't just unga bunga onto him whenever and win now. That 850 health shield is just too big. Nocturne gonna go ahead and oh, it's Silas using Nocturne ulti on Mel in the top lane, and then Nocturne's gonna use his own ulti. They're gonna go ahead and engage on Sion down here. Mumu gonna go in, has to blow ulti. It's a 4-man stun, but there's no follow-up. And that's probably gonna be game here, if I had to guess. They heard Rihi saying 3 minutes until they have to fight, and we said, we'll show you, we'll end the game before 3 minutes. And then Demo's gonna have here. Although No English being a little BM farming for some more kills. And in the end, they do end the game. 15k gold lead, yeah, really nothing for DoT to do at that point, I think. You know, I'm not to blame anyone in particular, but when your jungler's got down 150 CS, yeah, I mean, that's 6k gold lead just in the jungle, so that is tough. So, tough game one here for DoT. We'll see if they can rebound here for game two, and we'll be back in a little bit. Let's see, I should be able to just use the same draft link, right? Yes. Perfect. Who be messaging me? There we go. Here's the invite. They're going to go ahead and switch sides here. Oh, whoops. All right, let me go ahead and swap the sides here. Do-do-do-do. We'll go ahead and switch to the True Fearless before release. We could see the other champs. Why? Okay, I guess they're just waiting for. Oh no, never mind. I don't know what they were doing, but. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. Teams have switched sides here. Everybody loves red side. Yeah, they do. Everyone wants to give everyone wants last pick in beer league, which makes sense. I don't think there are enough really OP must pick first pick champs in the game right now to justify prioritizing blue side, in my opinion. Plus, even if they were, people in beer league don't necessarily play them, so blue side's just more useful, or red side's just more useful, I think. Teams coming out hard with the I have no idea. I'm reading the in-game chat lobby. I don't know what is happening, but I guess the draft lull is working? Question mark. Okay, so second band. We don't know what it is. Let's see if we can figure it out. It was what champion was it? It was. We gotta look down the list to see if we can find it. Mm, I can't figure it out. Oh, it's just Zoe again. Okay. These idiots not use the fearless thing. They did. I just don't have it up at the moment. See, I just had to pull it up. They did in fact use the fearless thing. It's just Raffle kind of sucks ass. I just had to. Yeah, I had to pull the bar down so I could figure out what champion was the missing ban, and it turns out it's Zoe. So that's the second DoT ban. And it's going to be Jarwin first pick for no English. Very, very common jungle first pick. Makes sense. I wasn't fooling anybody. I said what I was doing. I don't know why Pathfinder is yelling their picks in in the in the league chat. They're going through on draft lol. He's the one running chat, I think, or running draft, or maybe somebody else. I don't know. I don't know. Lucian Pike, very scary bot lane. It's going to be the Singed locked in for Wandering Monarch. Another ban. Didn't get caught. I have no idea why. I have no idea. The members of Team No English keep putting what their bans and picks are in the client game chat for some reason. I don't know why. All right, so who was that ban to go alongside Mordekaiser? Can we figure it out? It was. It was Nasus ban. Interesting. Okay. Yasuo coming in for Mr. Chaos. Blind pick. It's brave. But he does have good setup on his team. He's got 3 sets of knockups already. Does Nectarish play it? I don't think so. I don't know. I assume it's Yasuo. I assume it's Chaos and Yasuo mid and Diana jungle, but we'll see. It would be weird to save R5 for bot. I guess the Yasuo could be a flex pick, right? No, English is going to pick the Gary and risk spots, which I think is a very good pick. Really good against these dive teams. And the last pick mid for No English. What's it going to be? It's going to be Katarina. This is an interesting time to pick Katarina. And yeah, it's going to be Tristana last pick, so there you go. And yeah, there you go. Last pick, Tristana 80 carry. Oh. Oh, the other. Oh, Team DoT can't see. As Nectarish calling her last pick as ADC, that would certainly be something, wouldn't it? This is Captain Privilege if I've ever seen it, right? Here I am being captain last season, first picking all the time for the good of my team, and Nectarish is like, yeah, I'm going to last pick 80 carry. It's all about me, baby. That's funny. That is funny. I do like the Tristana pick against their team, but yeah, that is that's kind of wild. Would hate to see Lucia Triss countered by the Lucia pipe we saw in 2 and 3. Exactly. No. He needed to see the enemy soul laners first to know what ADC he wanted to pick. You see? How could he possibly know that they would have picked dive champs with Pyke and Jarvan and Lucian? Like, come on. Come on, Rehe, be reasonable. There's no way he could have predicted. I am many things, but reasonable is not one of them. True. True. DoT fighting, woo! What does that mean? Why do people keep saying that? I know that this matchup in top lane used to be very Singe favored because you could always just flip the Garen, but and keep him from spinning on you. But now that Phase Rush and Strikebreaker exist, I'm not so sure. I feel like Garen might just be able to just like catch back up and kill him anyway. So I guess we'll see. I feel like a lot of the champs that used to counter Garen don't really counter Garen anymore. Just because Phase Rush and Strikebreaker and Garen's crazy damage. It's just something me and the other Korean pro players to say to get hype going. Oh, I see. Got it. Makes sense. Let's go, no English. What's up, Fies? I know you're normally their jungler, right? You're the one person in chat rooting for no English. Everyone else has been rooting for DoT. Makes sense. DoT is all beer league veterans. They know people. They got the social cred. No English, new on the block. Gotta earn their fans. All right, I'm gonna go grab water from the fridge, and then we'll get into game 2 here. How long have DoT been in beer league? About 3 weeks. That is a technically true answer. Thank you, Ree. But to answer your question for real, most of the members of DoT are very long-time beer league players that people know. So they've played on different teams throughout the seasons, but they've been around. It's on Diana Jungle. I've heard it's busted right now. I think it was already pretty good, and they buffed it. So thanks for that one, Riot. I think it's kind of cracked based on what I've seen of it. I don't know. I feel like the fact that Diana can go like Leandri's Riftmaker and still have enough damage to like burst people is kind of dumb. Have any first-in experience versus it? I can't think so. I don't think I do. No. Definitely not. Especially not in Beer League. Nope. Never happened. Clear speed is very nice. Well, that makes sense. What are these teams doing? What is this invade? Okay. This is one of the more strange invades that I've seen.
Minions have spawned.
Nightmare, the funny part of you about you saying that is that I have almost no memory of that game that you were playing Diana because I was just sitting top farming on Mundo, and then I looked down and you were like 8-0, and I'm like, well, I guess we're fucked. Ooh, where's the Ignite, Pathfinder? Come on. You're putting a little too all in on Pike, has to blow his flash. Interesting to see the double Ignite mid lane this game. You really do not see that very often anymore, especially in Beer League. People love their mages too much. But here we go. We have two respectable champions
Shall deliver us.
in the mid lane. Assassins who want to kill people and don't need no pussy ass teleport because they don't have mana. Coming in again, getting the bot lane. Nice double stun by Pike. Ooh, able to avoid the Rakan knockup, and now Jarvan here with the counter gank. And then Tiger Spike trying to kite away from Diana and able to do just enough, and Diana could go down as well. Great early game here so far by No English, and that's going to be a 3-for-0 on that play in the bot lane. That is tough. Yeah, I think Rakan went a little too hard, got a little too excited. Okay, Pathfinder, buddy, you have Ignite. Just kill the Singe. What are you doing? There is no universe, bro. Just kill. Just kill him. Why? I mean, you don't want to kill it with the wave here, but like, come on, bro. Oh, you're killing me here, Pathfinder. Come on. And now Pike's going to show up in the top lane for the extremely unnecessary gank. And now Diana's going to come here and counter gank and kill the Garen. That's what you get, Pathfinder. You should have gotten the solo kill yourself, and that wouldn't have happened. That's all I'm saying. Thoughts on Bane Jungle? I'm gonna be honest, bro. I thought you trolled your team in game 2. I think they won in spite of you playing Bane Jungle. I was not impressed. But we also lost, so I can't talk shit. I thought he trolled us game 1. I mean, maybe it was both. I don't know. Ooh, Nectar is going to try to turn it around. Zoss coming down on the Lucian. Does Tristana actually have the damage to finish off this kill? It does not look like it. What team are you on, Mr. Caster? I am on team 2 more. So, the team that you sadly did not get to play week 1. So, I was looking forward to our game, but alas, it did not happen. But yes, I am the captain of Team 2. Pike really looking for a kill here, but doesn't quite have the way to get in and finish. So far, about a 1K goal lead here for Team No English. Now a gank coming in here by the Diana. Honestly, they probably should be fine here. They're pretty mobile bot lane. Ooh, no, and they're able to land the CC or land the damage on the Lucian, take him down. Oh no. Rihi, I'm afraid to tell you this, but it's terminal. Although, given the fact that you already had the Gundam kits, I think we can conclude that you already had it. So, Tylenol had no effect. You were already stricken. I had them and built them ironically. Yeah, me too, definitely. Go ahead and get caught here by Diana. Should just go down here pretty easily. Indeed, he really doesn't have damage yet, so that will be a nice, easy kill. Singe is going to go ahead and catch out Jarvan here, and he's going to have to flash, but Singe is going to flash after him. Now this is a very strange play. Jarvan's going to try to make his way back, but the rest of DoT able to kind of sneak in and yoink the last grub there. The Lost King has returned. The Wandering Monarch returns home. Or something, I don't know. Actually, he's still doing a lot of wandering. But that's a Singed thing, so you're supposed to wander unsinged. It's kind of part of the game plan. Tries to go for the root of the tower, but not quite able to get the fling angle. Okay, why does it want to look top when there's a team fight in the bot lane? You see that? That's why I hate directed camera. Look at this nonsense. It's like, oh, let's look at random nonsense. It doesn't matter. Ooh, look at these top laners barely doing anything. Oh my god, there's a team fight down here? Well, let's cut away from that. Let's look top lane. You see this nonsense? There's literally a team fight happening at Dragon right now, and this is where directed camera wants to look. You see why I don't like directed camera? Meanwhile, Yanami goes ahead and gets nice engaged the Yasuo ulti, but unfortunately not enough to actually finish anybody off. Now they're going to get turned on. Yasuo doing some pretty good damage, but in the end, I think, yeah, that's up being a 3 for 2, 3 for 3, 3 for 2. Yeah, 3 for 2. It did miss a fight. That's true. They weren't fighting at the time that the camera went up there, though. They started fighting after the camera went up there. It did see a solo kill. That is true. Maybe the game knew. The game knew what they were gonna do. The camera knew better, apparently. Still no first dragon taken here at the 11-minute mark. It happened 3 minutes earlier. You know what? That's actually a good point. I guess the replay client does know what's about to happen, right? So it'll pan ahead of time to stuff, even if it doesn't. It theoretically, I guess it does know. So I guess you might be onto something. You might be onto something, Eric. That's actually a good point. Meanwhile, I'm pretty sure that nope, he is gonna go ahead and get out. You're living in the past, old man. We all are. My buddy spectates games for me when I play cards and tells me when to ult. When I was first playing League, I didn't realize that there was a spectator delay. And my clever ass thought it was like, oh, I'll just tell my teammates where the enemies are when I'm spectating their game. Because I was just like brand new. And then they're like, oh, there's a delay. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. That's smart. Good thinking. Now, fun fact, when I was a brand new League player, I played like only Kayle back when she was a mid laner. And I thought Zhonya's was a bad item because I was comparing it to Kayle ulti. And I'm like, why would you use Zhonya's when you can't even attack or move during it? But Kayle you can, so why buy Zhonya? It's bad. Meanwhile, huge. Meanwhile, I'm blabbing about nonsense. Let me go ahead and back up, actually see the fight here. And this was back when Zhonya was even more OP than it is now. But he's gonna get a nice engage here by Diana with the Yasuo walked into the dragon pit. They are knowing he's able to secure the dragon, but they are gonna end up losing the fight 3 for 1 here. So Zhonya used to give like 120 AP and 50 armor and cost only 3,200. Now it's like what, like 100 AP and 40 armor or something? It is that currently, really? Okay. Maybe they buffed it up. Maybe they buffed it up against this then. I don't know. All I know is back then, in the old days of the League, Zhonya's was like crazy statted back for items back then. And we had the Seeker's arm. I guess we still do have Seeker's arm guard, don't we? I think it gave a lot more armor back then. It used to be cheaper and would give stats on minion kills. What? Zhonya's ring used to be an item. What's the difference between Zhonya's ring and Zhonya's hourglass? Oh, Seekers. Yeah, that's right. I remember. Yeah, it used to be a stacking item. That's right. You're correct. Meanwhile, it's going to be another solo kill for Pathfinder in the top lane. Yeah, that matchup not looking so good for Singed right now. $120 AP Zhonya passive and bonus AP. I mean, that was like the didn't they removed it, or they split it into 2 items in Summoner's Rift, right? But they left it as one item in TFT or in Twisted Tree Line, I believe. Wooglet Switch Cap. I remember that. Ooh, is Yanami gonna be able to take down the Garen here? No, Garen just tanky enough to proc phase rush and escape. Kerrigan's gonna go ahead and ult him on the bot lane, but both of them have jumps. They'll be just fine. Yeah, you got to be careful, Mr. Miso Hardstuck. I'm afraid Wandering Monarch is a well-liked figure around here. You can't flame him too much. Wow, and they're actually able to turn the gank on the Lucian, and now the rest of DoT's coming as well. They want this. I was gonna say they want this Otacon, but it's not actually here. And are they gonna be able to get the Pike here? Nope. Nope, they're not. Yeah, they all kind of just went bot for nothing in particular, but I guess they got the tower. So fair enough, although Garen's gonna get a tier 2 tower in response. Look at the pressure Sizz is putting out, yeah. Pike Ignite down, true! Nectary's able to pick up another kill on the Pike. 300 confirmed kills in the Beer League. And numerous secret raids on the Baron Pit. He sings Sling Me IRL. See what I mean? Gotta be careful. These long-time players. Much closer game this time around. Only about a 700 goal lead here for No English. Now their top is actually a lot more behind this game, but his team as a whole is actually up across the board, especially bot lane. So far the last pick ADC looking pretty smart, and he's gonna be able to pick off Garen here. Tries to run, almost gets away thanks to the phase rush, but not quite enough. Just thought I was gonna go ahead and pick up the shutdown on the Garen. Brother, you're gonna have to let it go. Chat's not gonna let it go. Ooh, nice gank on Chaos, but he's able to escape. Just kidding, he actually dies. See, if you hang around here, Mr. Miso Hardstuck, one thing you will learn is that the best players are not necessarily, or the most well-liked players are not necessarily the best players. There are a lot of very popular players that people are fans of, just because of like their personality and their style, and just kind of they make a lot of they just kind of do a lot of their own thing. You know, like Doki was a favorite when he was here. So, yes. So, yes, Wandering Monarch is a bit of a celebrity here in Beer League, so he is not the best player, but he is precious to all of our hearts. Yeah, I don't think, like, I was kind of saying at the beginning, I think this is probably a Garen favorite matchup now, to be honest. With Phase Rush and Strikebreaker, he just runs down the cinch so easily. I think it's just kind of a heart of mostly a friend of friends / lovers. Jesus, Ree. Every time I see Singed walk away from the wave, I cry a little. Why? He gets all the minions guaranteed because of his poison now. That's a whole thing they added. Oh, damn. You got him. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. The minions have to be poisoned. Oh, no. He pulled up the Yo Mama joke. We're getting serious up in here now. Whew. Alright, everybody, let's try to calm it down. Try to calm it down. We still got a game here. Still got a competitive game in League of Legends. You just pulled Singed and ARAM? I thought you were playing Flex Q with Eric. He keeps talking about how he's inviting you to Flex Q. Knowing that you're going to go ahead and move in here on the Otacon. He doesn't play Flex with you? I invite and he doesn't accept? That's tough. That is tough. Pathfinder gonna go ahead and catch up the Yasuo here, and he's gonna really outplay the Yasuo there. I dodged attempting to keep him by Eric after he messaged me yesterday. Ooh. But he was about to play a series, was just trying to hurt me. Oh no. So sorry. Now a fight kind of breaks out here. Nice Diana ulti, but unfortunately not quite enough follow-up, but I think they're all gonna go down here. Indeed they will. No Yasuo, obviously, because he died to Garen in the side lane. I dodge and champ select to make sure I can't play with Eric. Ugh, that's tough. Wash, rinse, repeat is gonna go ahead and get poisoned to death here. Okay, so Wandering Monarch didn't know his potion was gonna kill. It tries to flash on the Katarina, but ends up getting the kill there. Shutdown as well. All right. Got a 3.5k goal lead here for No English now. Third Dragon coming up soon. Unbelievable indeed. Some people. No, every time I see them talking about Eric talking about Flex Q, I remember I think one Flex Q game where he played a left top, and he started like 0-3 or 0-4, but then he somehow started winning lane anyway. He got so fed that he built Death Cat final item even though he was playing Olaf, and he was able to like 1v4 their team even with a wasted item slot. That was a fun game to watch. Or no, it wasn't Death Cap, it was Medjai's, that's what it was. He had a fully stacked Medjai's on Olaf. That's right. Team's kind of positioning here on Drake. Can Singed maybe get a good engage on somebody? He's going to go ahead and flip. Ooh. Ooh, the ulti. Ooh, the 3-man ulti comes in. 3-man ulti combo, and that's going to be both the bot laners down. A great engage here for Team DoT, but can they have the damage to finish off Jarvan and the Garen? Garen's doing crazy damage here, and in the end, they end up winning the fight even after that great engage. Sheesh! That Garen damage. They basically one-shot the backline for No English, and then Garen just came in and spread justice all over the place. This is a manly Garen build. He's going the full crit items, not building tank items like a bitch. He's designed to carry his team. And at this point, I don't really know what you do if you're Team DoT, because that fight went about as well as it could have mechanically, and you still ended up losing. So they don't have a good answer for this fed Garen, unfortunately. And you can get away with building like this because Garen's just very naturally tanky. So meanwhile, Yasuo actually able to escape for now. Okay. Just mortal their KL easy. Dude, I'm so mad at myself for that. I went back and looked at the clip, by the way, where that late game team fight, he was down 4,000 gold to me. He still 1v1s me in the Death Realm when I have full build. That is fucking wild to me. No, Ree, I'm not talking about the time when I didn't ulti. That time was just me, like, being silly and underestimating him. Because I didn't think I needed to ulti and he got that shield. I'm talking about later in the game. That you haven't seen yet. Meanwhile, they're constantly going down. Now the rest of the team is going to break out. Nice engage by Diana, but now Garen's actually getting kited out. They might be okay. Indeed they are, and they're going to go ahead and win the fight. Nectarine! That fight didn't look good to start. Rakan basically died for free, but in the end, I guess they got what they wanted. I think Tristana's going to go ahead and jump right in on the Katarina, which is probably ill-advised. Okay, can we talk about Tristana damage for a second? Hold on a second. Okay, so 1, 2... ult. What? The bomb did like half her HP. What do you mean? That's crazy that Tristana gets a kill there. Oh my goodness. I know that's all Trist damage, but like, that's still crazy. 4 stacks the bomb. That's like what, like a 3-stack bomb and ulti? Like, I don't know. Like he nearly got one shot. I don't know. That's crazy to me that the bomb does that much damage. Yeah. He autoed 3 times. That's what I mean. He got him to half health, and then the bomb killed him the other half. Like that's just. I guess the Katarina's just really squishy. Yeah, Katarina has no defensive stats at all except for this Dark Seal HP. So I guess that's what it is. All right, I take it back. Trist damage is still kind of nutty, but it was more the Katarina is just very, very squishy. We really round finding Trist to be down 6 CS. True. Imagine not even having a CS lead when you're last picked. Yasuo, unfortunately, gonna get caught out here, and now Nectarine's trying to go ahead and salvage the play, but he will not, and that's probably gonna be game here for DoT. You should have seen my Trist CS last night. Your Trist carried game 1, bro. Like, don't be like that. And they're actually not going for the end, at least not yet. Okay. Sage is going to go ahead and try to cause some chaos here, but he just cannot get away from the Garen. Nice flip, but Garen didn't have ulti anyway, so. Here comes the kill, choo-choo! I mean, to be fair, that was also kind of true. But, I mean, he got a lot of kills, he did a ton of damage, so Stone G did great in game 1. I mean, he did great in game 2 as well, but Singed is a little different than Tristana. about a 6K goal lead here. Now for No English, positioning for this Dragon Soul. And, ooh, Diana unfortunately ends up getting CC combo, not able to even get her ulti off, and that's going to do it here, I think. I don't see any feasible way they win this team fight without the Yasuo-Diana ult combo. And they will not. Nectary's trying his best to kind of salvage the situation, but nope.
Blue team has scored an ace.
Faith shall deliver us.
And yeah, looks like it's gonna be another tough loss series here for Team D. Well, no, they're actually not to end yet. Interesting. I feel like they probably could have, but I guess they didn't want to risk it and got engaged on, so the game shall continue for the moment. But yeah, if you're Yasuo and you don't have Infinity Edge at 30 minutes, the game's going real rough for you, I'm afraid. So that is tough. Last pick, Trist, one Elder fight. There you go. See, now you're thinking. Quick, somebody DDoS the Garen. Don't do that. But seriously. Tristana's actually not here. Ooh, goes, oh, Diana goes to engage, but doesn't actually land a knock on anybody, unfortunately. And now Rakan's going to go in as well. And again, not able to land the knockup, so Yasuo's just kind of left holding his sword in his hands. And yeah, no, the knockup lands, but it's just too little too late. And that will indeed be an ace. Or No English, and that will be the game and the series here in favor of Team No English. No English, de nada. I have no idea if that's correct. But yeah, that's going to do it here for game one, or for game one for the series tonight. So my brain's a little bit off. I don't have, so let's go ahead and see. Do we have any other games this week? Looks like we have one more Beer League Light series tomorrow, but other than that, we're done with week 3. So yeah, that'll be it for now. And we'll see you guys next time. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.